What's up, Plebheads? I'm Neil.
And I'm Jdog.
And it's time we're reacting to the Biomutant gameplay trailer from 2018. So this is like an open world RPG style game with cats, apparently.
I don't know a damn thing about it.
Tons and tons of cats. Was requested by fellow patron to the channel, Dr. Flame, that we react to this. So we're going to jump in, check it out, and give you our thoughts afterwards. You ready, Jdog?
Let's do it.
All right, Biomutant.
When's this come out?
It's TBA at this point. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. Let's do it. So, Jdog, what'd you think? Remember, open world RPG.
I don't know. I'll tell you this. I like the world.
That was my first thought, too.
I thought it looked really good and interesting and diverse. You know, forests, oceans.
You're sitting on the green screen.
Ah, shit. Forests, oceans, deserts, snow. So I really thought the world looked really alive and interesting.
Interesting creatures.
And it looked like it would be relatively easy to traverse. Yes. The way he was doing his little grappling hook onto the walls and shit like that. Using hot air balloons or jet skis and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So those initial things piqued my interest a little bit. Like right here, I see some of this type of stuff. It's like maybe there's easy... So I always look for ease of traversal in the world. If I'm playing a larger world, open world game, that's something I want to see. So I like that. And, you know, I don't know what else to think about it, though. I'm not sure, right? Like, I think the way the mutant abilities will interact, it looks like you probably can change out your... you know, how you attack or what you look like or how you approach different fights based on what mutant abilities you've gathered would probably change the playstyle. So that's what I'm guessing. But I don't know what to think beyond that. Combat looks kind of fast-paced. But these are the scenes I liked here. Yeah. Just kind of showing off the world here. Which I thought would be cool. Which I thought was cool.
I don't know if I'm sold on the game just yet.
Yeah, I would say personally I need to see probably a little bit more about the combat and how that works.
Agreed.
You know, basically they're just showing off a lot of their skyscapes and things like that, which is great. But I would definitely want to see more of the combat. And would the combat be fun, or would it get super repetitive? You know, and
is every fight the same?
You know, or super, you know, just
X,
one
X,
group
X,
of a
X,
guy to
X,
the other,
Y,
and, yeah.
Y, X, Y, X, Y, you know, that kind of stuff. That gets boring after a while. I can only do that for so long before I don't want to do it anymore.
Yep. So that's kind of where my thoughts are, is how will
Can
it
I
be
switch
repetitive?
between characters? Do they all have different fighting styles? That could be interesting and unique. That could also keep the gameplay fresh, especially when you start to reach the 30, 40, and 50, 60-hour marks.
Yeah.
Especially in these open-world RPGs like this.
It looks like you got range and you got close combat, so that's cool.
Like to kind of have like some elements maybe of Borderlands mixed in with the combat damage, and maybe kind of more like the cartoony vibe to it. Not totally a cartoon, but you know what I mean.
Got a little mech. That's cool. But interesting anyway.
Definitely an interesting trailer, and I think it showcases a lot of things about Biomutant that we
This was probably my number one most interesting thing right here.
The whole starting
just
to
the
this
way
was
you
really
can
good.
kind of looks like you can traverse and go anywhere. That's what I'm hoping for. So
Could be cool. Could be really great.
those are some different thoughts.
A lot of games claim that open world, OpenScape, and half the time you get there, you're just like, I haven't been able to do this, I haven't been able to do that, and it's like, I thought it was open. Doesn't feel very open to me. So we'll have to see. Well, I think we'll have to see as we get closer to release, which apparently has not been.
I'd love a beta or a demo for this.
Yeah.
You know, this is in my unsure pile. You know, kind of like we're talking. So in order to feel confident in it, you know, especially if it's going to go out at a $60 purchase point, I'd love a beta, you know, or a demo or something, just so I can get my hands on it and see if I really like the feel of it. And I think that's what I'd love to see. Now it looks like air juggling combat there, things like that.
And that can get stale very quickly if you don't have a way to mix it up.
Yeah.
To keep it fresh.
Yeah. So hard to say.
True.
I don't think there's anything about it that looks, you know,
Bad.
specifically terrible.
Yeah.
But I just want to see more.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I'd love a chance to actually play it before I commit to it, you know?
Absolutely.
And that'd be my hope. But
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
we'll see.
Well, anyway, guys, I'm Neil.
I'm Jdog.
We're the Balding Plebs. Subscribe to our channel, join our family, and become a plebhead today for more content like this, gameplays, live stream hangout nights, and just generally a really fun time here on our channel. But this was our reaction to the new Biomutant gameplay trailer for 2018.
Yeah, one thing I want to add, you know, so your main character, it looks like, is a cat or feline, right? So, you know, will that cause some issues, right, if you're not a cat lover? Are you still able to connect to that character?
Important.
Right? And, you know, sure, you could play games like Battletoads and stuff, right? And you could play as little toads and stuff, and, you know, things like that when they're smaller scale games, but you don't have to invest 60 hours in those games.
Sure.
So if this is a large open world game, will you invest in that character enough?
And I think that's always important that you have a main character that you can identify with.
It is. So what would the storyline be? Obviously, it's hard to, you know that from this, but those are just different things that come into my mind. Is how do they make this character, this ninja cat, relatable? You know, as a character in a game. So those are just some things that are going through my head. But
well, hopefully we'll know more.
Things like this look cool.
Yeah, they do.
See that where you can traverse really quickly,
absolutely,
and move around. So those would be the things at the end of the day, that's probably my number one biggest takeaway from this. Is it looks like you can really move around, which
is important.
A lot of open world games lack.
Yep.
You know, it's a very stilted, especially initially. Your movement in the world is like, you know, go here, fetch this, fetch that, and it's like, come on, man, I want to see the damn thing. You know, I paid $60 for this awesome world you guys created.
Let me play it.
Let me experience it the way I want to. So, jury's out for me on this.
Fair enough. We'll know more as we get closer to the release.
Yeah, which apparently hasn't been announced yet.
Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you right here next time for more content like this.
Good night, everyone.
GG. Ya plebs.